YouTube, Twitch, TeamAONN.com, where you may be watching this. This is Odogoo.
And Nova.
And McAvoy, even though she's, like, being shy.
McAvoy?
We
Sorry,
are...
I switched devices.
Oh, is that the secret?
Sorry, I'm messing everything up. I'll shut up now.
No, you're fine, you're fine.
Secret? Is that like Secret Twins?
That is Secret Twins.
But there's no such
Yeah, my phone was dying, so I had to charge.
Oh, man. That's
Honey and Odette are not secret twins. They're obvious twins.
Wait, who's twins? Who's twins?
I like the name Odette.
Bucky and Odette.
Okay. Who came up with the name Odette?
Oh, I like that name. But who did come up with it?
She goes by Pink Lady. She's a streamer, and Odette is her kitten.
Kitties!
Honey is my kitten. And the two of them, I mean, just seeing them walk through that house or run or rampage, you can't tell them apart until you look at their faces. Odette's face is more round and has more white on it, whereas Honey is all orange.
Aw.
And
We call them the Terror Twins.
My kitten's bigger.
And then there's Bucky.
My kitten's bigger.
Yes.
Yeah, you're the biggerest. He says he's the biggerest.
Okay, so we're actually, like, in front of the camera. Oh my god. I know, right? And the reason we have all accumulated together, like the Infinity Stones, is we are going to, basically talk about, we went to the amazing Las Vegas Comic-Con, a few weeks ago, so flew in. We took pictures, we saw things. We have me being a Power Ranger.
That's not a Power Ranger, that's a Kamen Rider.
I knew he was gonna say that. McAvoy with the 62 months Twitch Prime subscription. Thank you.
I keep messing up the stream, I'm sorry.
No. This is a togetherness. We're together.
We're all together.
Yes.
We're wrestled together.
We're not doing that. But no, Sil went, we went, Ace and his family went, we dressed up, and we're basically going to show some of the stuff we got, some of the stuff we saw.
Wait, you left out the best part. You got overheated at the...
No, we're not talking about that yet, that comes later! They need context! Context! Spoilers! We haven't even gotten into day one.
Okay, spoilers is she lives in Satan's asshole on the sun. And I told her she was going to be too hot.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Well. So.
You notice she has nothing to say about that.
Yeah, I see that.
I understand reality.
No, you don't!
Just sometimes I still do what I want, and then I have to pay consequences.
Yes.
So, me and Nova did cosplay. Okay, so day one, me and Nova did cosplay.
Oh, let me explain my costume first. My costume, I had a Deadpool mask, I had a big Hawaiian shirt,
I'm getting the picture.
and I had a big pair of swim trunks on with my sandals, so I was Deadpool on vacation. Odogoo's going to show you a picture on the screen here, because she's got pictures, apparently.
Conflicting Hawaiian prints. It was glorious.
Oh, yes.
Well, I mean, okay, so, for context, this was the
You cut off my leg on the image there, I think.
I know, that's the point. So I made this, this graphic of us.
For conflicting Hawaiian friends.
That was the
Absolutely
point.
glorious. It was awesome.
It is.
Yeah, when I told Sarah initially that I was going to be Deadpool, she was worried. She was like, wait, that's a skin-tight suit. There are going to be kids there. And,
Dick's gonna be out.
Shit, I'm like, no,
I
no.
remembered another convention where he went as a Power Ranger, and, yeah.
Wait, when did I go as a Power Ranger where you could see it?
You didn't. No, you went as Kamen Rider, but you didn't go and you wore a dance belt that time. I think she's thinking of someone else.
No, I think she's thinking of the image that you showed her at one point where
Yeah,
I had to wear
No,
shorts because
it's
of
one that I was at, and he was Green Power Ranger.
That was our wedding! Yeah, that was our wedding lady.
Not a convention.
Oh. No, there was a convention because he was taking pictures with others. And I was there, helping to snap the pictures.
What? When?
I don't know.
I don't know what she's talking about either, because the only
I'll find the pictures in my Facebook. I'll send them to you.
Please, I would love to know about this convention.
because the only hold on. The only Green Ranger outfit I have is the one from our wedding, and that thing is super fucking padded.
Yeah, so, I don't know, man.
Okay, I've got a mission.
Still send the text.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so, while she is finding the pictures,
Look, you shouldn't have done this beforehand.
you're talking about your comic, your cosplay.
Oh, I just did. It was Deadpool on vacation.
Well, explain how you put it together.
Okay. I bought a Deadpool mask off Amazon. I got the Loud shirt and the Loud swim trunks from Goodwill, and I put them on. Oh, and I wore my Back to the Future fanny pack as an actual fanny pack.
Well, I mean, it did make sense, though. It actually did make sense.
Because it is a Loud fanny pack.
It is a loud fanny pack. Now, Syl did not
Yes.
do the cosplay because she recognized that it was hot as balls.
Well, yes, I did.
No, she definitely cosplayed. She cosplayed as a teacher.
Oh, is that?
As I told them, I was in disguise as my alternate ego, just a regular city norm.
Apparently, she was. No, you were my campaign manager.
So she says.
I do say. I do frickin' say. I lost the screen. Okay, so I dressed up and then it's too freaking big.
Of course it is. Because it's going to mock you now that you did that to me.
I know,
Cut
right?
off my legs and now it's going to mock you.
Yes, it does gotta mock me. Okay, so I dressed up like President Loki, specifically Marvel Rivals President Loki. Now,
I like it.
I did some adjustments though, and this is the part that I feel y'all are disrespecting me on. Because I knew that it was gonna be hot as balls. Like, it was getting between, it was around 110 degrees, right? So I'm like, you know what, I'm not wearing the overcoat, I'm not getting a different coat, or whatever, I'm just gonna wear the long sleeve, white shirt, the vest, and that'll be the end of it. But then I bought this feather boa on Amazon, To say that it peed everywhere would be an understatement.
Oh yeah, feathers just falling off.
So, okay, so we get in the car, I forget the rings, I forget some other stuff for my costume, but we're at this point, screw it. I'm trying to attach this to the, you can't even see the pin that I made in this thing.
Oh, that's because it was around at your butt.
Oh, the pin was at my ass apparently, okay.
I love that
It shifted around.
we can't see Jeff the Shark there.
Yes, so I was Marvel Rivals President Loki, and Alligator Loki did get paroled. Okay, wait, well, y'all don't need to see that part of me. Alligator Loki did get paroled, and since the voice actor for Jeff the Shark was there, Jeff had to go to jail.
Now, of course, they recognized immediately that the Jeff the Shark that she had on her belt was not a legitimate Jeff the Shark. It was one we bought off Amazon.
Oh, no.
That it was legitimate, but it wasn't legitimate.
Yeah, so, let me see if Ace is coming. Okay, I don't think he is. So I am going to the next picture. If I can find it. So we saw a lot of different stores. Now, they did downgrade to the plaza. So it had a very, a smaller space.
Oh yeah, super small in comparison.
But that part being said, I would like to point out, and Sil can confirm this for me. You remember I'm not sure if you know what I'm talking about, but do you remember the Ace Comic-Con where we met Tom Hiddleston?
Mm-hmm.
So this one, in a smaller venue, had more stuff in it than that big Ace Comic-Con.
This one was like a tenth of the size of the normal Vegas Comic-Con.
Yeah, so not only did they have a smaller thing, but more stuff than these big Ace Comic-Cons. But it had a bunch of different comic booths, which we'll get into a little bit later. But it had an artist alley. The artist alley was small, but it did have a little bit of that. It did have a few different comic creators, voice actors. It didn't have a lot of the big names. The big names that did come were the voices for Jeff the Shark and Galactica. Mainly the Galactica Cassandra. And then the Scott Campbell was one of the big names that was there as far as comics. But we'll get into that stuff. But what was your thoughts on the con floor, Sil?
I found it interesting that it took one hotel ballroom and squeezed the majority of dealers' room as well as their guests all into it. They had decent spacing between most of the booths, but then they decided that they wanted to have specialized lines for a holding area within that widened space, which narrowed down the browsing area to single wide. And that was an issue.
Oh, yeah.
If they're going to do that sort of thing, they really should have had the guests in a separate room. But they didn't. And even their VIP events were still held in that one ballroom. So it didn't really feel like a VIP event. If you're going to bill it as an event, make it special. And they didn't.
Right.
That said, my VIP pass did get me to jump to the front of the line once, but that was it.
Yeah.
And I think that's only because I was in a wheelchair and not because of the VIP pass.
It's possible. I mean, I brought my,
if I can interject there, I think she's right because it looked like the guy sort of went, oh, she's in a wheelchair. Fuck, I better get her out of the way.
which happens a lot at cons.
Yeah, but he seemed almost panicked about it.
Yeah.
Well, because, it's how do I squeeze her in for her spot in line according to the number she has while moving this many people around?
Yeah.
So, yeah, no matter what, I was in the way. That said, they did have a separate room for Artist Alley.
Yeah.
And that's where you have your craft artists or people that are actively, or tend to actively be doing their painting or their drawing and things like that. And then selling that artwork immediately. It wasn't strictly designated for artists. They kind of tucked the leftovers into that room, but the room was full.
Oh, God.
And, you were able to go around in a circle, but it was a full room. And so I like that. But if they had, say, 2 ballrooms, they really could have done so much more with it.
Oh, God, that one side room, that was totally claustrophobic.
It was very claustrophobic.
It was. Yeah. Yeah, Artist Alley, that's what I'm talking about, the side room. And I did have some overflow going out into the main hallway, but not a huge amount.
So
They had like claw machines and things like that.
that just seemed random as hell.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was, but, it is a legit vendor, and ordinarily you would find them positioned next to booths for, say, mystery boxes.
Yeah, they had like one mystery box.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, they had one very small mystery box area, and it was kind of jumbled, and you couldn't tell who was running it. There was a single stool that random people were sitting at, and yeah, it's like, okay, who's actually running this? And it's in a dark corner.
And it was, what, $50 for a mystery box? And
Something.
Oh my god.
Good looking
Something like that. I think it depended on which color mystery box you wanted.
That was the
And
problem.
the prices went up from there.
It was random colored mystery boxes, not the cool ones where it's got some sort of awesome design like a block for Mario. Why are you taking my hand?
No, these are
Because every
homemade.
time we talk with our hands,
But
it
yeah, I've never
auto
even-
adjusts, and I have no
I've never
clue
even
what-
seen a mystery box. Sorry.
No, you good? I just don't know how to change the autofocus. So I got something for Sil specifically to talk about. Are you ready for it, Sil?
Oh shit.
It's on the stream.
It's not okay. Well, hang on. I was looking for the picture of Josh, and I can't find it. I thought it was Amazing Comic-Con 2017.
Yeah, he didn't dress like a Power Ranger then.
No.
Yeah, I'm seeing that.
We did see a green Power Ranger there, though.
I know it exists. I will find it. If I have to go all the way back in my regular feed, I will find it.
Do it! Do it!
I am. But I have to kind of look at the screen real quick. So,
Yep.
hold on. Oh, yes. the kitty paw backpack. The plush pink and white kitty paw backpack. So there's a streamer that I watch and I sometimes talk to. He's goes by the name Sideburns. He is on Twitch, and not too long ago, a member of the community, going by the Whorl, decided that he was going to set aside a number of items, surprise items. They were all in pink kitty, to be precise. And it started off as a new gaming chair because during one of his streams, I managed to throw his gaming chair, and it broke. And it's a gaming chair he had for a long while. And he was like, look, if the community wants to give me a new one, I'm in the market for a new one. And the Whorl just kind of took that idea and ran with it. But the chair that he set aside was pink, with a cat paw pillow for the lumbar, and when you sit in it, it kind of looks like cat ears, and then of course it came with the headphones that have cat ears, and he got pink microphones, pink cat ear headphones. I don't know if the pink keyboard set came with it, but there was a pink couch cushion cover, because you can see size couch in the background. I think it had pink drapes. It was pink everything. And siding, the good sport that he is, he's run with it. He continues to use this stuff. And it's become a part of the channel. So I saw this plush pink backpack, and I had to snap a picture of it, and I sent it to Side's Discord, and I said, I think you need this to go with everything else that is pink cat. And of course, it was a joke, and it got the appropriate response, and that's why there's a picture of a plush pink and white backpack from the con. It's cute.
Oh my. Do you want to do a shout out in the Twitch chat for the future viewers for Psy?
Sure.
Because we need to traumatize
Yeah,
him.
he usually plays Fortnite. He does have a couple of other games, so mix in like Roblox.
It's your favorite! We're gonna live stream Roblox! Just for you!
Yeah, the 2017 one for Amazing was the one where you guys went without me on one of the days. And then we met Stanley.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. I did find that. But no, there was one where we were waiting in line to go in, and people were just congregating in line, and there was another Power Ranger there. There was a picture taken of Josh and this Power Ranger.
Yeah.
Never happened.
No, there was a picture of a green Power Ranger.
Yeah, in the 2017 one, and it wasn't with me. Because I found that picture.
Oh, DM it to me and I can show
I
it.
found it on Still's feed.
Oh.
Yeah, I've seen that one. That's not the one.
We will bring this mystery to justice by the end of this
Because
live stream.
Josh's mask was a classic Power Ranger mask. And he was being really shy because he was overwhelmed, and I understand it.
Plastic Power Ranger.
But it was not the wedding.
Now I'm trying to remember.
I know. I can't find it in my albums, which means I didn't actually make an album. I just posted the pictures to Facebook. So I have to go through my Facebook all the way back to 2017. Hopefully I find it before then. Because I know 2017 was the first conventions we went to together.
Yeah.
You know, so I know it's not farther back than 2017.
You know,
I don't know where it is.
that is
So I am going to have to scroll and find it, but I know it's there somewhere.
Okay. Well, why?
Maybe it was one. Maybe it was one of the fan expos.
Might be.
It could be one of the fan expos.
The only fan expo I remember is that one Dallas fan expo.
That's the only ones that we go to, baby.
Yeah, fan expo is the Dallas ones.
What was the Austin one where I got called homeless?
Oh, that's
That was Wizard World.
Yes, and we went on the floor at a different point than she did.
Right. I gave you all my passes so y'all could go in on Sunday.
Yeah, so with the con floor, the only complaint that I had, which is one that you kind of had as well, so Campbell was towards the front, and then there was a wide berth. On one side was these mystery boxes that I didn't even know they were mystery boxes until Ace told me that they were mystery boxes.
Yeah, there was no signage for it.
I thought they were random display boxes and people just sitting there. So, you know, a interesting place to sit so it doesn't look like an empty spot on the floor. But all the way down, it was a very nice display. Like, the table was covered in saran wrap, but the whole table had comic books, and then stuff on the wall. And I actually got a number of comics from them, one of which I did get signed. But between it and I will put it to you this way. Between where I am, like my desk is like right here, and this, I'm pretty sure this is more room than where their table ended and the next stall was.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, like, so I don't even think your wheelchair could fit between them in that, like, the backmost corner.
Yeah, I couldn't go around, go through most of the aisle up against the back wall. There's tables and then an aisle and then more booths. But the space between the wall tables and the next booths, if there was no one else in the aisle, I would be able to go through. But otherwise, I had to go around if anyone else was walking through there.
Yeah. So that was like my big complaint there.
It seems a bit disorganized. Where, like,
which brings us to communication.
I wasn't gonna mention that, but yeah.
oh,
Like, you would message them and they wouldn't respond. Emails, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, you name it. We tried contacting them through it, and we could not get a response back. You know, which is an issue that I brought up to the owner at the convention, and he was very apologetic. He said that he agreed that they had dropped the ball on it. He threw freebies at me. He gave me his email address to where if I have questions or concerns for next year, I can message him directly. And he said that he would take care of me. And so I really appreciate the response at the convention, but it didn't help to answer the questions I had before the convention.
Yeah. So that was very frustrating, and I felt like Sil got like way further than that, and I wasn't gonna push the point. I was gonna go anyway because I told Ace I would take him to his first Comic-Con. So I was going one way or another. I am not sure how to
Yeah,
turn
I'm not
off this
sure
thing.
what Ranger costume she's talking about, because the only one that I've ever had is for the Rangers is the Green Ranger muscle.
I'm not sure, but we're gonna move on a little bit.
No, I really don't know.
Now,
I'm 100%
the bad stuff aside, you know, the fact that the space could have been laid out better, the fact that they needed more room for what they had, the fact that we couldn't get communication, the price for going to the convention was very reasonable.
Oh, yeah.
Because I was a last minute ad, I decided that I was not going to ask to be added onto a media pass. And evidently, because of the way they had things laid out, they decided not to do media passes, which we found out at the convention, which doesn't explain why they had media pass applications out for a while. But they decided not to do media passes. They instead gave Odogoo a significant discount on her passes with her, Josh, and Ace. And I don't know if the others were included or not.
No, but with the...
But...
Go ahead.
Oh, but they got a discount, but I decided that I was just going to go ahead and buy my pass. I was going to buy it ahead of time, and I wanted to go with the VIP. Because I read what it had in it, and I thought, yeah, this would be nice. Now, they did sell out of that one, and when they sold out of it, they took down the description off their website so that I could no longer see what was included with the VIP pass. It wasn't shown on the ticket itself, it wasn't shown on my receipt. Stupid me, I should have taken a screenshot, that way I would know.
How would you
And
know?
that was my big question about what I had, what I was supposed to get with it. They put up a secondary VIP pass, which was titled as something a little bit different. It had similar items, but not exact. They were very clear about that, but they wouldn't tell me what mine was supposed to have. But that's okay, because I made the choice to purchase it. And I did not take a picture of what I was purchasing. That's on me. I would go again, because I did get a significant value for being there. I was able to browse the comic books. I did come home with several comics that I'd either been looking for or was surprised to find. I didn't spend a whole lot of money on them. They had a fair number of booths where it was 2 for $1, 3 for $1, buy 5, get 2 free, things like that. Odogoo herself even came home with an entire long box.
Wait, that's for later. Spoilers.
Okay.
I know, that's for later. We'll get to it. The seller at that booth, super nice guy. Loved interacting with him. But I did find things that I wanted. And I can't do that here locally where I live. We have a couple of comic shops. They don't have a lot of used comics. So it's mostly signing up for a comic subscription and then going and picking them up from that comic shop to get them. Because honestly, our mail system here sucks, and when I had direct subscriptions, the comics would arrive all chewed up.
Yep.
So being able to go to a comic convention where the price to get in is reasonable, where they do have a number of vendors dedicated to comics, it's very nice. And for me, that's worth it. And, bonus cookies, I got to go and see Odogoo and Josh, and I loved it.
And Nova found the picture, but it wasn't the Green Ranger.
Well, I had a Green Ranger on my shirt.
But,
Okay.
wait, show her.
Want to get a shirt?
Or you can send it.
I don't think she can see it. Can she see it? There we go.
There you go.
No.
Yeah, now you can.
It's not. Yeah, I saw that one. That's not the one.
It's not the one.
That's when you're dressed up as Rick from Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
That's not the one.
I've only
I don't
worn costumes a handful of times at most.
Well, anyway, so the when it comes to if you're bringing your kids that are specifically 10 and under, Ace's mom got a 3-day pass, and his little sister was able to go for free. So it is like one per. So if you have like 3 kids, you do have to buy 3 adult passes to get the 3 kids in for free. The only complaint that I had, and mind you, because we got the media discount, it kind of like cleared out in the wash, is, and it was our choice, but but the plaza parking was $30 a day.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
So, yeah, so
Holy
that,
crap.
I could have delved deeper, but it was like literally get out of your, if you could find a spot, but get out of your car, walk in, take a turn, go up to the thing. So, unless we were driving into the casino, you could not get closer, even when we had to, when there wasn't anything in the covered parking.
It could have been worse.
Yeah, and I don't put the parking situation off on the convention itself.
I know.
Because they were dealing with what the Plaza Hotel offered. And, you know, unfortunately, Plaza Hotel did not have their shit together.
Oh my
Where their parking attendant didn't know if there were spaces available. But go ahead and go on in. It's going to be $30 if you try to exit.
Yeah. Which is not on the convention at all.
Right.
But it is something that I wanted to mention, that even with paying that super expensive parking, even if we didn't get a discount, like, especially if you're going for comics specifically, what you're paying for the ticket and the parking, what you're going to save in the comics, and we'll get into this later, covers all of that.
Yes, definitely.
Now we have, there's a few different booths. This one is one that you see in a lot of different conventions, possibly not this seller. Ace is the one that bought a bunch of stuff from them. But it's one of those where if you look at it one way and then look at it another, it changes. It kind of was a little bit seizure-tastic if you are visually, you know.
If you're visually sensitive to that sort of thing.
Yeah. And it was one of the biggest frickin' displays. But if you're into that, they had a lot of different stuff. A lot of cool looking stuff. For obvious reasons, me and Nova did not get anything there.
I bought a small paper poster that was not the, was it lenticular? Lenticular, that's what the word is, lenticular. Where it doesn't change images, but it was a nice collage for Dragon Ball, and it had various characters, and I did buy that for my roommate, and he loves it. He thinks that it's awesome.
That was cool. That definitely was.
And that was a reasonable price too.
And then...
I just wouldn't mind spending $40 for one that changed.
And then this is the picture that me and Sil took there with my hot ass. Okay, so you can better see just how the feathers are all around. I remember what our wedding picture looked like. So I had a thick wool scarf and those feathers. So, well,
You have a wool scarf on too?
yeah, like,
Yes, she did.
okay, let
wow.
me show you.
She was Pimp Loki.
I was Pimp Loki. Like, as a general example, here is Ace's mom and me. I had issues getting out of the floor. But, and then...
If you're gonna kneel, make sure you have a plan to get up.
I know. But yeah, let me zoom this one in so you can check out the...
Oh, I see it now.
Yep.
So yeah, this thing... Oh, and it had a tie! I did have a tie, too.
Yes, there was a tie tucked in there as well.
The Donald Trump tie.
No, because, you see, it doesn't go into my pants.
And the pants were not thin, they were thick.
The pants were fun.
And the vest was buttoned all the way up and hugged her.
And we saw some really cool cosplays as well.
No, change the subject.
Yes, I got overheated, I did not hydrate, and then I got the most horrible migraine, and then I puked. But that's after the con. Moving on.
Blossom Sally cosplay.
Yeah, so I was just gonna say, that's like the best one I've seen.
Oh yeah.
I saw her come in and I was instantly, can I please get your picture? I am in love with your outfit. And she's like, of course. So she's with the guy that's behind her in the sand hat there, so.
Okay, was it the mayor? Was it the mayor of the cast?
He's just dressed up like a clown.
Okay.
Because why not?
But yeah, she was with him, but she left him behind so that I could take her picture.
Yeah.
Nice.
Because
Love that.
why not?
Yeah.
Why was I trying to do the whole Last Supper pose?
I don't know why you were trying to do the Last Supper. He's still looking for this
Oh,
stuff.
no, I'm going through your photos at the moment.
Oh, apparently he's going through my photos instead.
Don't be mad.
No, I'm not mad. I'm not mad.
You have a picture of a lot of hot men.
Yes, I do have pictures of hot men. I am going to put in a video.
More pictures. Oh.
Baby Odo.
Baby Odo. So Campbell, Syl did her signature with Campbell. I'm gonna show you, y'all, so I can have her talk about it.
Oh, yes, I decided to get his autograph on the comic book, or the comic book I had for him, the night before. Lines were shorter, and things were a little bit quiet, and I had the time to, and I thought it would just make things a whole lot easier for Saturday if I got it on Friday night. And so that's what I went ahead and did. I brought Lord of the Realms to the convention with me from home. I had it for a little bit. He signed it in gold. We talked for a bit. He was really nice. The line moved fast, but yeah, he was great to talk to, and no complaints.
Oh yeah, the first, so when she was doing that, I wanted at least one comic graded from him, but you had to go specifically through him. And because of that, I got the Rogue Savage Land one that I had, but I also had, she also got a VIP one that was for the next day. And so I am actually going to, let me see, I'm bringing up the comic right now.
And I did end up getting, as part of my VIP, I did get a swag bag that had various comics in it. Some of them hard to find, some of them a little more rare. But one comic that Odogoo had mentioned that she really wished she had, and she said there's just not time to get it here through mail, is probably the one she's about to show you. And so I'm not saying the title until I see what she's going to put up.
No, that's not the one.
I pulled out of my swag bag the comic that she was talking about. I was like, you mean this comic? This comic that I'm giving you right now? This comic I said that I would share out of my swag bag with you?
Yeah.
And I did. I gave her about half of my swag bag just because they're comics that she's into. They aren't comics that I'm into. And that was another reason I wanted to get the VIP, is because I knew it had comics that we would both enjoy having, and I could let her have part of them, and I could take the other part. And, since Odogoo and I are very close, I had no problem doing that.
Aw. So, I'm bringing up the next picture. So back
Is that what you're talking about?
no. So
Damn it.
that one big thing that had all the pictures, this is one that Ace got. And one of the other ones, because I did want examples, is this one, which I can't find and get it turned. But yeah, like, his mom is super into the Joker and Harley Quinn, so they did find those.
So I'll tell them the comment that I gave you then.
No, it's coming.
Giggity.
But yeah,
Fine.
it is coming.
Okay, I will wait.
But I wanted to show the Campbell stuff, but before we do, as I
Okay.
drop things.
I drop things.
As I drop things.
Oh my god, I just realized that it's the truth.
What?
Once you wear your wedding suit and wedding dress, you never wear them again. Even with ours.
Yeah.
You have not dressed up as Fire Lord Ozai since our wedding.
So you did most of the con walking, Nova, so I'm actually going to have you tell us your impressions because you have yet to share.
Oh,
Stuff you saw and all that good stuff.
I want to say all the stuff that I saw there was very underwhelming. The guests, I mean, while they were good guests, they weren't any, like, huge name guests. Plenty of comic shops, plenty of food shops, and that was surprising, food shops. Plenty of collectible shops. One person selling windows, because, yeah, we need a Windows person selling there. No clue why that was there. And, I mean, out of all the toys and comics and everything, like I said, it just felt underwhelming to me. Mind you, I had to keep away from that poster store that y'all kept wanting to go to.
I didn't want to go to it. Ace wanted to go and Sil wanted to go. It was giving me a headache.
It was giving me seizures.
Hey, I went, I looked at it, I bought the one thing I wanted, and I was ready to go. And y'all just kept standing around talking.
This is true. But he found, like, all the collectible stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So he found...
Megatron here. Ugh.
For a pretty decent price.
I think he was 10, maybe 15. I mean, he's a bit damaged, but he's like a 20-year-old toy at this point. Rar, huh?
And isn't that one that you got
Yep.
for like $10?
Skyrider.
Yeah.
You're going to have to do this because he is a weird position there. Skyrider from Kamen Rider. I saw him both
He's an
days that
insect.
I saw him both days that I was there, and it wasn't until just before we were leaving on the second day that I bought him. He does not want to stay standing. There we go. He's standing for the moment. Oh, and Blue Eyes here, which I bought for Odogoo. Stay. And of course, because Odogoo handed this to me earlier and indicated she wanted me to show this off, and we will be building this on another stream, guys. So, what I got was this. The Back to the Future Lego set for the DeLorean. And it is just absolutely glorious. You're throwing up a picture in front of me so I can't see myself anymore. So I don't know if I'm on screen or not. Okay, so here we
You're
go.
on screen.
Here we go. So y'all can see the back. It normally runs for
That was
Lego
fun.
themselves for about $200, and I got it for $130. So definitely worth it. Big Bad Toy Store. Give them a shout out. I think that was the name of the toy
I'm
store.
trying to get to the picture, baby.
I mean, it was me and some dude.
Oh, we also got these cute little things. Okay, so in...
I thought you were trying to find the picture.
I am. I'm
You got
trying.
distracted.
It was a different time,
It was a different place.
I guess. I don't think I saved it yet. One sec.
I'll give me a sec. I think I got the card over here. Do I?
Oh, it's retro. It's Rogue Toys.
Rogue Toys, okay. Rogue Toys, that's it.
So let me.
Road Toys is awesome, by the way.
Rogue Toys, they have 3 locations. One's out here in Las Vegas, of course. Where are the other 2 locations? Do you remember what they said?
I don't know.
There we go.
But yes, this is him at the convention. He had a lot of different Legos. We did pick up something and I need Nova to go get it.
What?
Okay,
So
so
what's further in my ear?
no, in the cord corner there is the Ross bag that has the Jeff in it. Just bring the whole bag.
Okay.
So while he does that, I found the other Campbell thing. So I have a different version of this sign. That's also a variant. But when I looked, I saw that he had worked on this, and I'm like, oh my god, I need this one signed. I could not find it originally, so I did want this one graded and not the other one, but I wanted a graded one from him. So I basically swapped them. So there was that. And then we also got, because Nova is super into Spider-Man, and I think she's okay, this poster, which is going to go into his workroom, most likely.
What's the poster?
The Spider-Man one that I probably forgot about.
I found it. I found the Jeff the Shark. Do.
Rawr.
Yes.
But
love that.
Rogue Toys also had these little adorable thingies.
Yes, the little creatures that look 3D printed that are just awesome.
They are 3D printed, but alligator.
I meant not professionally 3D printed.
And then
Like this one. I don't know where this one came from.
Cell. It came from Cell.
Oh, okay.
And then these little fellas. Because tentacles.
That is horrible.
It smells bad. It smells bad. Why is this not cold?
Because I grab, and you know I drink them warm normally. Tastes like fucking cough medicine.
No, put it in the fridge. I make it taste better. It doesn't taste like cough.
I have a cold one. If you want me to give you a cold one.
Why don't you put that, if you don't like it and aren't going to drink it, put it in the fridge.
Okay.
And I may consider drinking it.
May.
Oh, yes, that's
She may was forgetting about it.
Because of the house renovation, I couldn't find my Loki horns, so I had to buy new ones. Although these, even though they were very similar, and still digging into the head a little bit, are actually more comfortable than the other ones. As it auto-adjusts, and I have no way of turning it off that I thought.
It left a film in my mouth.
It filmed in his mouth.
Oh,
It filmed in his mouth.
Let's just take a day break. Let's just stop trying to try these new sodas.
Noah also found Dr. Mario.
Mm-hmm.
So did we actually talk about her overheating the first night?
Yes, we did.
And her having me stop the car a couple of times so that she could get out and puke.
I mentioned the puke part, not jumping out of the car as you turn into a parking lot so I could puke.
Here I am, driving down the road, trying to get her home, and she's like, you better stop or else I'm going to... And the implication was she's going to puke in the rental car.
It was everywhere in the parking lot.
You're making it sound like I gotta throw up now.
We also got a line bag, because this is the one that I got.
Damn.
As we move on to bullet bill.
Wait, what? Oh.
Let me go get mine.
Looking specializes.
Yeah.
I love that.
Well, Pepperidge Goomba remembers.
I got a pig in a bottle.
Yes.
Oh, cute.
Isn't that adorable?
Yes, I love that.
I couldn't find where he got them from. I looked for them.
You should have asked, I would have pointed it out.
I didn't want to pester you again about it.
Okay, do you remember the one place that gave me seizures?
It
Yes,
was on
I was there.
if
I couldn't find the mystery bags or balls or
They
whatever.
were like all up against the wall. They were everywhere. It was an entire booth of mystery bags.
I know, and that's probably why I couldn't find them. I found the booth. I could not find the Minecraft ones.
Yes, we did.
Okay, so Nova also found this.
The Joker War Saga, which is awesome. I love Joker War.
So I need to find the comics that were procured from this. Now this place, I wish we had more time to go to because we did not go on day 3 just because we were all like, we had a medical emergency for Hermione. Thankfully she's doing better. And just all of us were just so exhausted. And all I would have done is most likely go to this stand again.
Lost Wages Comics, they are, I'm giving them a shout out. Like it, they've got the trade paperbacks. They don't have a physical location. You just have to reach out to them.
Well, they are on eBay.
Yep, they're on eBay, Instagram. If you all go back and pause the video, you can catch his contact information. You let him know what you are after, and he will try and find it for you.
Well, that was the one that had the 2 for $1.
Well, yeah, he had a lot of stuff, too.
No, I think you're thinking of the other one that we got like a butt ton of.
Mm-mm.
Oh, this is
No,
the
I'm
2 for
thinking about
$1.
the... Yeah, no, you're thinking of the one that...
I'm talking about the Lost Wages one, which is 2 for $1 comics.
Did he
What
have...
about the one where we were in a hurry and you just literally grabbed a handful
That's Lost
of every single
Wages.
comic they had?
That is the Lost Wages comic.
Okay.
Let's see the pictures here.
Okay, I didn't get a chance to actually look through.
No, we're looking at ourselves and it's messing with me.
Okay.
I literally grabbed Odogoo from another booth. And I was like, look, I've got a booth you've got to come to. You need to see what they got. And so she literally left another booth, trailed me as I blazed through the Comic-Con in my
Like
chair.
pedal to the metal.
And she caught up with me at this place. I was like, look. But we only have this amount of time.
Because the Scott Campbell, we got in line at the appropriate time, but like he had to go to a panel, and because of that, he we got that go back, and then they saw that she was in a wheelchair, and it's like, okay, you're number one.
And then they sat there in the frickin' line for like 2 hours to get the signature. When the guy wasn't even there.
Yeah, I didn't wait in line for that long while he wasn't there. I got a number to call back.
No, I was talking after you got called back. Y'all were sitting there for a while.
Oh, well, yeah.
Yes, I was over-exaggerating about the 2 hours, but still, it was a while.
It was a while.
And I kept eyeballing this fudge shop, and oh my god, it looked so good, but, you know...
Oh, did you sample any of it?
I couldn't.
It was amazing.
I've got allergies. I couldn't have it.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. I tried it for you.
Yes, you did. So, for those of you who don't know, I have a severe nut allergy that really kicked into high gear thanks to COVID. And now I can't have anything really nut-based, and therefore I can't.
He makes to coconut. Mm-hmm. He even has a reaction to coconut. And since a lot of fudges use coconut oil in them for stability purposes, he can't have them.
I can't have anything with palm oil, coconut oil, anything with pineapple. I mean, I no longer can enjoy certain things, and it's sad.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Okay. So these did get a little mixed up, but I think these are good. So I gave Syl the stack of the Thor comics because I literally just took all of them, made sure there was no doubles, and gave them to him. I had 2 bags. It's like, okay, at 50 cents, grab them if I have a dupe, whatever. Somehow the Incredible Hulk got in there.
Yeah.
Because the Incredible
Hulk smash.
But I'm just going to go through them. And there are some newer ones. Like, these are from the 90s, but this one's newer.
Like, how hot is that cover?
Mind you, this is like early 2000s because it has the 9/11 symbol right here.
Oh my god, it's got a PG rating.
Yeah, it has a PG rating.
Cool.
Like, when did they do TV ratings on fucking comics?
Some stuff from the 80s. Yeah, I didn't get a chance to look at their Doctor Strange, or I would have done that as well.
You should have just done that with Strange.
I didn't have time. There wasn't
Well, he's
time.
based where you are, so call him up and say, hey.
Yeah, there you go.
It'd be like, bring over your long boxes full of Strange. I want some Strange.
I need a doctor in me.
Apparently,
The doctor. Who? Who knows?
This one's Doctor Strange versus Blood Axe.
But it's a Thor.
But it's Thor.
Yes. And I didn't dare to take that one from her. I knew I couldn't get that one.
Where am I putting these?
Yeah, you see that little smile on her face. She knows.
I don't know.
Okay.
So, I love this bag. 210 Forward Comics.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently a lot of people don't get that, and he told me that. I was like, yeah, my screen name is Odogoo, I get that.
10 forward, that's stacked.
He asked me, he said, do you understand what the bag is about? And I said, oh yes, I understand.
And then she goes into, it's like, I went to a Star Trek convention in the 80s with George Takei.
And meanwhile, I'm walking away.
And we picked up this cool looking one.
Oh, cool, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, I want that one.
Mm-hmm.
I'll have you put it in there somehow. Let me see.
Yeah, I love the alternate Soup Green Ranger thing that they did for Boom.
So I do have a Campbell video. Yeah, another capture. Meteor file.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you play that and walk away.
I'll call you back in a little bit,
I'm not
okay?
gonna be gone. I'm not going far.
I am in a live voice chat.
That restaurant that you opened,
So he was
even more
Mr. J. Scott Campbell.
We asked him if it was okay
That was
for
at the
us to
previous restaurant.
nine
use
steak
the
night
room, and he did give us permission. And it was Spider-Man and Spider-Gwen, I think.
I don't remember.
One on each side of it. He held it up at one point.
Yeah,
Do you have that picture? I didn't see it.
it's a video.
It cut out like at the end though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
know.
cut it out before he showed it.
I have another one right here. That's. We're gonna do it while where it's
Sideways.
yeah.
Motion sickness.
that restaurant.
There's a point where someone came up and started backing at the table. I said, don't bump the table!
Getting this on my Xbox.
Supposed to get a COA, go back to
Okay.
the vendors outside. Of
Yeah,
the
it was.
show.
I think it was supposed to come with the.
Yes, but we
pass.
were not distributing them. The show
They
was.
were.
And the sound versions will be going up on social media. I waited until the convention though to show this. And sorry for the motion sickness.
It's okay, it's only when it's sideways and you're wiggling it everywhere.
Actually, have another one that I submitted.
That's when
Oh, okay, great. I look forward to signing that.
and this is day 2. Okay, so my cosplay, I
It
swapped
also
this
says
is day 2.
congratulations.
I'm so worried. Where the one sec, name. So I'm like, I cannot go through what happened last night. Like, she wanted to take me to the ER, right?
You were.
I was screaming in pain, like, oh my
She
god.
was. Screaming in pain and screaming for help from the bathroom.
Yeah. It was
I was
bad.
ready to drive her to the motherfucking ER. Against her wishes.
Yeah.
Oh my god. What was it? Like a heat stroke?
Basically, yeah.
She was overheated. She had forgotten to take her medication. And it was just a culmination of everything. And not having eaten enough, and yeah.
Not
And not having
hydrating
drank
enough.
So everything just descended on her head and on her belly, and she lost it.
Yes.
And I was not going to go through a second day with that happening at the end.
Well, I had
I was
already,
very concerned.
I had been already told them. I was like, I'm not, like, yeah. So,
You're not what?
here's, here's me and Campbell. So instead I did my like TVA Loki, except usually I have a hat, but instead I did the horns with my TVA shirt, belt buckle, and my pants. And Jeff was free the next day. It's Alligator Loki. Yes, behold my ADHD. So yeah, that is the difference.
Did you show the whole...
But I was concerned about the horns pressing too much on her head, and, you know, because, I mean, when you take them off, there's definitely an indentation where they were. You can tell she was wearing them.
Yeah.
I was worried about it just being too much pressure on her head and her sweating underneath that. I didn't know it was going to be too, you know, end up being too much. So, I was, yeah. So kind of up about hydrate and are you okay, and, you know, it looks like they're starting to press in too much, you're getting red in the face, and...
Okay. So,
I was mother hending her.
Okay, so this picture, this is the woman who voices Galactica, right?
And you, Belle, and a whole bunch of other people.
On the side of her booth, and Odogoo didn't get a picture of this, but she had all of these posters lined out, and these posters, there were some that were fan art, obviously fan art, because there were some very, very suggestive posters in the mix. And I'm like, oh my god, that one is practically naked. It left nothing to the imagination.
I know. Can you get the U-Bell pop? Because I wanted to show that as well.
Where is it?
In the comic corner above. So not the one that has the Yu-Gi-Oh stuff and all the binders.
Okay. I'm gonna get that.
And I'm gonna show it. Sorry for like explosions and crap, but yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm finally starting to hear some of them popping here. Not much, but some. I think with all the rains that we've had, and a lot of things ended up getting canceled because didn't know if we were going to have thunderstorms tonight. I mean, there are places where there's like significant death tolls from flooding, and that is upriver and in the hill country. And I've made several texts and phone calls to people today checking on them because I know that they live along certain rivers.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you expect? You know, they put in all these RV campgrounds along riverbanks in flood zones and don't tell people, you know, when they come in for their summer festivities, oh, by the way, this is a flood zone. They're just like, oh, it's riverfront. You know, you have immediate access to the river and swimming and fishing and all that. And then we get heavy thunderstorms and the river floods and wipes out all the RVs.
Yay!
Yay!
Apparently,
Are you expecting me not to say yay?
Yeah, no. I mean, it was just a point of commonality for me growing up. I mean, I grew up in a little place called New Braunfels, which was situated on not only the Guadalupe River, but the Canal River, in more or less central Texas. We were just off from the hill country, to where 5-minute drive and we were in the hill country. But, you know, every 4 or 5 years, those rivers would flood from heavy rainfalls. Every 10 years, it would be a significant flood to where the water was up over the bridges. And the bridges were really tall bridges. But, you know, finally, the campgrounds along the river shut down, and they had to move away when one of the bridges was taken out. And, yeah. So, things happen. And people have figured out, hey, we need to build our houses on stilts if we're going to be this close to the rivers. But that doesn't happen everywhere.
Yeah, well, yeah, no.
I know. But I did message my mom today. I'm like, look, I saw that Guadalupe was flooding. Are you okay? She's like, I'm okay. That's north of us. I'm sure it's headed our way. Like, be safe.
Yeah, I had to send a message to my older sister just the other day because of the rain and winds and all that. And I'm like, hey, I'm okay. And she's like, why, what happened? And I go, oh, windstorm blew down all the giant poles out here.
It was the Wizard of
What was
Oz.
that? What was it? Along Jones Road?
Okay, so I was at work, and then I heard a big shoo, and then I heard a crash, and then I heard my mom screaming. So I flipped myself to away. I run out there. I open the front door. I try and open the gate. The gate flings out of my hand. I almost fall out of the door. And it looked like,
Oh, God.
you know in The Wizard of Oz where the tornado's there and she sees like flying cows and the witch on a bike and shit?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That was it. My mom was okay. She was the only thing fucking standing. Like, which I'm surprised, because it sounded like she got...
I saw video.
Yeah.
I saw video of power poles going down across one of y'all's major roadways
Tropicana.
near Jones.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh my
Tropic
God.
Jones.
And I was like, holy shit!
Yeah. And it like took like so much that like crap was in the neighbor's yard, but just the sand and stuff, and then the power went momentarily out, and I'm like,
And I'm in the middle of a call.
yeah, and I was gonna say, hey, be right back, this just went down, cause you know, you can't randomly step away from your computer unless it's like, you know, if the house is on fire, you know, it's like, you know what I mean.
Thankfully, I had informed my boss earlier that things were looking bad and the power might go out because I get nervous. And I talked with my boss about this after the fact. I go, I get nervous. If my power goes out, I don't want to get in trouble. And he's like, no, you're actually the only one who does the right thing with this.
Yeah. And I could, because he was the boss on duty. So I call him, and he's already like, yeah, like Nova told me your power was gonna go out, and I'm like, well, it did. I'll be right back, getting my stuff up. So yeah.
My God.
So this part's on you, Sil, while I organize the stuff, because this is when you met her.
Oh, yes. So she has voiced a number of characters across anime and, yeah, just a lot. And I found out that she had voiced a character in Sailor Moon. So I was having her sign a picture of that character. Character's name is Cece. And then I also had already known that she voiced a character in Fire Emblem, the video game. And one of my good friends who lives up in St. Louis area is a huge fan of Fire Emblem. So I had her sign the character from Fire Emblem, and I'm going to be sending that to my friend for her birthday.
Wait.
Cool.
Cece. I'm trying to figure out who Cece was in Sailor Moon.
One of the villains.
Oh, okay. I don't remember the villains' names. There are too many of them, and usually they're women.
So,
Yes.
first day, I did get 2 things signed by her. Now, for some of you, we are super into Yu-Gi-Oh!
Not everybody knows this.
I know. For some of you, you already know. Others don't. But she did voice Belle, and I already had this. So I always have, when people sign stuff, I try and have them make it out to us. Because it's, so many times it's like, oh, another pop, it's for a reseller or stuff like that, or specific key comics, and it's like, obviously this is for someone that actually gives a crap beyond money.
Right.
So it is my low-key way of saying, yeah, this is for me.
I mean, that's how I ended up getting the 2 free signatures at that one convention.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you say
I had a Venomized Loki comic and a Venomized Loki pop. One was made after the other one, but the Venomized Loki comic was a variant cover, and I found out that the artist, Tyler Kirkham, was going to be at this one convention. And I also knew that one of the writers of the comic was going to be at that same convention. So my plan was, I'll get Kirkham to sign the comic and the pop, and then I'll get the other one, Ted McGinnis, I think it was, to sign the comic as well. And they happened to have booths side by side to one another. They saw me come up, they saw how excited I was, and they saw that I had not only the comic, but the pop. And I was like, I've been looking forward to this convention ever since I found out you were going to be here, because I'm a huge Loki fan, I'm a Venom fan, and you combined the two, and you're the reason I came to this convention. And so Kirkham ended up giving me my autographs on those items for free, and then McGinnis, right next to him, was like, because you're such a fan of this, I'm going to give you my autograph for free as well. And I mean, those are never going to be sold. They are currently in my will to go to Odogoo if anything happens to me. Because I know that she is the only one right now that will appreciate them as much as I do.
True. So, what were the sexy bells that you saw? At Cassandra's table.
Oh, it wasn't Belle. It was one of her characters. I think it was one from Fire Emblem or something.
While you look, the reason... What?
What was her full name?
Cassandra?
Like her full name.
Oh.
I will get it for you.
Y'all are supposed to know this.
I don't know names off the top of my freaking head, okay? It looks like they finally updated the thing. Okay, there we go.
And the Fire Emblem character I had her sign was Sothis, by the way.
Okay, Cassandra Lee Morris.
Yes.
So, she, as well as John Bailey, voice 2 characters in Marvel Rivals. If any of y'all have seen any streams in the past, 7 months, I really like that game. So I have a poster, and I had them signed, but mind you, neither one of them are in this poster, and I'm like, what the hell? And...
Yeah, so I knew...
They were a little bit proud of their autograph pricing. Because in order to get them to sign one of the pictures that they had there, if you didn't bring your own, or because, what you were wanting signed for was, more obscure, if you bought one of their pictures and the autograph, to do it twice was over $100. So they were a little bit proud of their pricing.
Yeah. So there was that thing, and then I got pictures. I'm finding the pictures.
sent you a picture of Sophus in her Halloween costume. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this was day one with no
Are we back to day one?
Oh, we're bouncing around a little bit.
Because I noticed you still haven't talked about your long box.
I know, we're getting to the long box, okay?
Supposedly.
And here's the fudge place. Okay, so right next to this is that comic place.
Yes. Well, actually, right there you can see the fudge place.
Yeah, that's
You
what
can
I'm
see where it
talking
says
about.
chocolate. And they would give you free samples.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
But these are the comics that I was having graded. I know the pictures kind of whatever, but one of them I did get signed, and we'll get to that later. This is the other Strange one that I have, Venomized Strange, and then Superior Iron Man, which I got signed at the Dallas Fan Expo, along with this. Which brings me to an activity that I have been looking very, very, very forward to. When there's more stuff on the con floor.
She also still hasn't told you the name of the comic that I gave her out of my swag bag.
I know, that is coming. There's like so much for us to cover, lady.
Uh-huh.
Where did it go? Oh, here's some other cosplay of Ace's sister and mom.
Off the computer. Cat.
Oh, how did I do? What?
Do not sit your ass down on the vents of the computer.
Yeah.
Get off the computer.
Whoa.
You little orange kumquat bitch.
And I am muted at that point, so y'all didn't hear what she said to the cat. You're welcome.
Sorry.
She said, you orange little
Kumquat bitch.
kumquat bitch.
I did.
Okay.
I called the orange kitten a little kumquat bitch.
So this is one of the cosplays that we saw, and I'm like, oh my god, I need to take a picture of this.
Calm your ass down. You're way too loud in my ear.
Sorry. So we're gonna segue from that to something that Ace knew that I have been looking for this, which is Destined Rivals. So 151 came out, which was like kind of like a callback to the original Pokemon card set. This is a callback to the Team Rocket one. Because of Scalpers, you can't find this shit. Bottom line. So the con, it honestly was overpriced, but it was going between 90 and 100, which, considering usually it comes out to be like 50, 60, it was overpriced, but you can't find it in stores. And I saved this because I wanted to open it on stream with Nova.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, the character that was fan serviced in the pictures that she had was one from Fate Grand Order. Nero Claudius is what it says her name was. Nero Saber.
But one of the reasons, I don't know who that is, one of the reasons
I have no idea either. I've never played.
this is so expensive is the promo card is worth quite a bit.
It was this character here. I don't know if they can see it. Could it
You
be-
gotta tilt it back. Tilt it back.
Tilt it back? Okay. How about that? No?
Nope.
Maybe?
All I see is white and orange blur.
There we go.
Oh, look. Cool.
Yeah, that character. There was a fan service photo of her that was obviously fan drawn.
You hear the
So
rules.
listen to me now, Odogoo. Nova has no shields up in Monopoly Go.
Oh, and you just hit him?
I did. I
Why?
made the assumption there would be shields, and there wasn't.
Yeah, I'll remember that later when I'm randomly hitting people on there.
Hey, you hit me, and I had held off on hitting back.
That
How
was.
long ago was that?
That might have been me. I might not have been paying attention. And there's art inside of it.
Ooh, I like the inside.
Yeah, the inside is very nice. And then the box, which I freaking love.
No, I have shields. I have 4 of them left.
Then what? Who am I hitting then?
Who
Well,
are
are
you?
you sure it wasn't me?
And then
It was some named Joshua.
Wasn't me.
and the dice has an R on it. And then
I mean, you confirm that.
yeah,
Or shield.
and then the standard whatever.
It's a different Joshua. Okay.
Fuck them.
Isn't he the nicest person ever?
Hey, it wasn't me. I don't have to worry. Yay, packs!
So they have the promo card, which is one of the reasons that it's so expensive. Lands and
Lands, I love it.
sleeves.
You're calling them lands.
The freaking lands, leave me alone. And then it comes with I don't know why they are cut like this.
Are they resealed?
Yeah, I think it's a machine error because almost
Oh, how
all
do you
of
use
them,
that?
almost all of them are cut.
How many packs are there?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Is that what it's supposed to come with?
Sorry, I was sketchy.
Yeah, it comes with 9. So we have Ho Ho,
That's Ho-Oh.
Giovanni,
Okay.
you two, Rocket Bitches,
Sleuth.
Garchomp Bitches, more Ho Ho, more Ho Ho. Okay, so,
What are they, Nick?
yeah, some of them are new.
Mine.
Oh, so you want the... Apparently you selected those.
You did the first 4 you gave me.
Okay, so I'm gonna open up Garchomp, bitch, and I will go first.
And then watch they are resealed and we find out because the cards are like the wrong types to be in there.
Oh god. Is there a pack trick to this? Or no, I guess we'll find out.
Yeah,
Arvin's
the
Tentacle.
last 2 you flip over.
Last two, okay.
So that card and one more. There you go.
Okay, so we got Energy,
Uh-huh.
Tentacles,
Okay. Pink guy.
Benedict Cumberbatch,
Seizures.
Pincer, Crack Cocaine,
He's the rapist.
whatever the fuck this thing is.
That's the mask baby.
A clitoris.
Wait, go back to that one? What was that, the orgy boy?
Oh. Ogre Pond. It's the mask guy.
Oh, Ogre Pond. Sorry, I could have sworn it said orgy.
Spider.
Okay. My turn. My turn. My turn. Okay. So let me. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so first we got water energy. Then obviously a code card because code cards. Then we got.
That's right, give us the code. Let us scan that code.
Oh, you can totally scan that code. Mass.
The dead dog.
No, the almost dead dog. That's the pre-evolution. Chingling. Some flower bitch.
Formantis.
A bird.
Squawk, squawk.
A cave. Because we need caves. Ampharos, because it's awesome. I like Ampharos. Another orgy pond. But that one's a brown one. One of my favorites, Nidoran Man. Team Rocket's Botherbot.
Watch where your feet is.
And whatever.
Oh, Nidoking. EX, so that's a hit.
Yep, that's a hit.
Electric Energy.
To be honest, I felt like that pack was going to be a hit. That's why I opened it up.
That card is what Loki felt the other day.
What?
The electric energy.
Yeah. Squawkabilly. Rosalina. Oh, that's a cool art. Nidoran.
Nidoran female.
Team Rocket,
I
Giovanni.
Yo-ho.
Spirit
Giovanni.
Bomb. Fortress. That one thing from the Reddit stories.
That other thing from the Reddit stories.
Sperm.
No, that's Super Sperm. And then there's Fire. Another code card. Get the code if you want it. Dwebble. Cyndaquil.
Code takes you to a site that says, we're trying to contact you about your card's extended warranty.
The almost dead dog again.
Woof woof.
Chingling. Oh my god, I keep dropping cards.
Here.
Whatever that is. It's a power weight apparently. That's not what it looks like. Mach. Arcanine. Yep. I'm getting off to the side again. There we go. Shaman! I like Shaman. Shaman's awesome. And that one is
Ooh, full art.
Crustal full art. Okay.
So did I just give you all the hits?
I think you did. And then here's the last one.
Bullshit. That's what you...
Zamzumeta?
Okay, Fire Energy. Benedict Cumberbatch.
Seizures.
The tree from Kirby. Coughing. Houndoom. Team Rocket's Houndoom.
Did you notice that coughing looks a lot like the COVID virus under a microscope?
Oh damn. Energy.
Deadbird.
Marrow. Oh wait, I think I see something.
Oh yeah.
Kangaskhan and... I don't even know what that is!
That's one
Genghis
from
Khan and... I don't know.
that one's from Scarlet and Violet. I know that one.
Some bug.
Some damn bug. Okay, here we go again, folks. We got the yellow energy. Grab the code if you want it. Yep. Scraggy.
Are they related to Shaggy?
Mudbray.
He's cute.
Breloom.
Eh.
Snover. Wheezing.
I don't even know what to make of that one.
Some
I've seen that
random
one
dude
before.
that looks like a cock. Probopass. He's got a nose.
COVID.
Coffee.
See? I told you he looks like the COVID virus under a
Yeah.
microscope.
Judge. And last card is
Ooh!
full art, whatever his face is.
So I'm just handing him all the hits. Okay, I get it.
Yeah, I gotta have all the cool cards.
I was trying to show him off, and then he's like, these are mine now. Rosa Bitch. Nidoran.
I love the Nidorans in this.
Flaffy.
Very cute.
Drowsy.
He's the child kidnapper.
Team Rocket's Great Ball.
Why did they repaint it?
Leopard.
To cover up all the bruising from removing it.
Driplin. Whatever the fuck this is. And
Hydra Apple. Nom nom nom.
oh, and a Leaf Energy.
Okay. Leaf Energy. There's that code card. Grab it if you want it. Pineco. Clam Pearl. I'm just swinging them around everywhere.
Nice.
Ponyta. Scraggy. Ethan's Adventure. Look, it's the orgy again, but this time it's red. Hey, it's Brobot. Pupitar. Milotic. And the final one.
Ooh.
Yeah, you handed me all hits.
Crop
Every single pack was a hit for me.
And I was like mixing them up and stuff. Fire Energy.
Fluffy! I'm gonna kidnap kids.
Tentacles.
Tentacles. Pink thingy. It's a giant clay doll. Look, it's a hoe.
Bitches. Benedict Cumberbatch. Part 2. Nidoqueen. Taurus.
Okay, final card.
Ooh,
Misty's
Gyarados.
Gyarados. Ooh, very sexy. And definitely awesome.
Mind you, it's not a Gyarados that will be going in my deck after I read the effect of it.
Oh, is it that bad? Okay.
Little bit.
They can't all be good cards. I mean, we got lots of hits in there.
Yes, we did.
Definitely worth the $100 that we paid.
Yeah, we've had $100.
And then we found them for less later on.
Well, you and Ace went off and found that for us.
Yeah, well, we bought this one at the first booth we saw it. We were like, nope, we need this. We need this in our life. And it was a good choice, because all of those hits. Wow. What's the chase card in this set?
Mewtwo, of course.
Of course.
Of course.
Everyone wants that Mewtwo.
I want Mewtwo in there. What?
Who?
Nothing.
Weird stuff?
And I forgot to put all of the other stuff in it.
Of course you did. So where were we in discussions? Because I am totally distracted now.
Me forgetting where I put stuff.
Yeah, no, I know that much. I like this story.
I'm sorry, headphone users. So, should we start talking about my comic adventures still? Did we lose Sil? Did I mute everything? I think I muted everybody. Oh my god, what the hell?
How did you mute everybody?
I
How
don't-
did you manage to do that?
I don't know! Why are they they muted?
Maybe they muted themselves.
How do I unmute you?
I don't think you muted them. I think they muted.
Guys?
Did you mute the entire channel?
I don't know.
Okay.
Something fell on the keyboard. That's why I'm like, did I do this?
I'm not too sure. I mean, that doesn't look like they're talking because the little green outline
Well,
is
that's
around
because it's muted.
it. Okay.
I'm gonna send a message to the McAvoy and see what the hell's going on.
They both muted at the same time.
I had to pee.
Oh.
See, there was a very good reason why she was muted.
I had to get up, leave the room, and urinate. So I was polite and I muted myself.
A likely story.
Oh, next time I should take it with me so you can hear me pee? I don't think so.
So.
I mean, both of you might enjoy that, but I'm not into that. Why are you laughing?
I don't know. I don't know why I'm laughing. I need an adult.
You are an adult.
I'm off the hook.
Damn it! Okay, we're gonna...
I don't even know where we were in the stories.
That's okay, that's okay. So...
We're talking about the comic that I gave her.
Right, which comic was that, Odogoo?
Okay, let me get to that one.
She doesn't even remember.
I do remember. I remember.
A likely story.
And she has the berries.
The member berries?
Uh-huh, and the libraries.
Unlimited berries. Okay. So, while I do not talk about the DC universe too much, in comparison, no, I don't. In comparison to Marvel, I don't. I really like Batman. Well, Batman and
Batman.
Batman and
She likes Batman, she likes Joker, she likes Harley Quinn.
She likes
Two-Face.
Catwoman. She likes Batman when he hooks up with Catwoman and they...
Mm-hmm.
So, I have a few favorite Batman stories. Whether it's artwork, writing, a mix. One of them, of course, is The Killing Joke. Another one, though, and this is when I got like really deep into comic collecting. Like I was an adult and had adult money. So I could afford graphic novels, not just, $1 comic here and there. Because I did, chores. And one of the first ones that I got, besides the Ultimate X-Men ones, which is a whole other thing, was Batman Hush, book 1 and book 2. The art is by Jim Lee, and I love me some Jim Lee. And the writing is so good. Now, it is embarrassing that I don't know how to pronounce his name.
His name is Jeff Loeb.
Yes.
I was gonna say Jeff, but I'm like, it's spelled a little differently.
It's a PH instead of an F.
So, I could not procure, because I had lost my comic collection at one point due to a very bad move that we're not talking about. I had lost my graphic novels of Hush. and I could not procure one in time for the convention. Well, Syl's like, I got you. And she gave me this. And this is one I did not have to begin with. So, not only is this the cover's amazing. It's art by Jim Lee. But, it's one that I did not have. But then I was at his booth. And one of my, I believe it is my favorite panels of it, he had.
They're having sex.
So yeah, I got this signed, because, oh my god, Batman and Catwoman kissing.
They were almost married once.
They had babies.
In an alternate universe, yes.
Yes, so. Oh yes, Batman. Oh, Batman. Oh, Batman.
What about that one comic where Batman hooks up with Batgirl?
I don't know about all that.
Sure you do. You know about that one.
I'm trying to find the picture that's that we took while I'm looking though. We did find this, which was super cool. And then I am going to have
I mean, you should know what one I'm talking about.
oh yeah. Yeah, that they didn't have a kid they banged. Well, the Joker raped her.
No, well, after Batman banged her, the Joker shot her and raped her.
Anyway.
The killing joke.
Anyway, why don't you tell us about the Yoda that fell down?
Yoda? I don't know.
That's not a Yoda, that's Grogu.
That's freaking Yoda!
Okay, never mind. That one is Yoda, and yes, they fell down.
I'm like, okay, I know that, like, people get really pissed off when, Grogu is labeled Yoda.
That's baby.
But that is 100% Yoda.
Yes.
Grogu
Sorry,
is
I
baby
looked
Yoda.
away for a moment. I thought you were talking about the Grogu that was up on top of your display
That is,
in your background
that
that we found at Goodwill.
That is not Grogu, that is baby Yoda.
Or Sabers, or whatever.
That's baby Yoda.
So, there was quite a bit of Star Wars.
Yes.
Yes.
So there was that, there was...
They were powwowing in the hallway. He had his helmet off, and I came up to them. Actually, I came up to her. I was like, can I take your picture? And she was like, just mine. I said, no, the whole group. And so he had to quickly put his helmet back on.
Well,
He does not know the way.
Mandalorians shouldn't be taking off their helmets anyways.
Exactly.
I mean, I haven't even watched the series and I know that.
Yes. So, I know not anything to do with Star Wars, but we found Catwoman, and I forget, she is in He-Man. I believe.
Laura,
Yes.
That's
Princess of Power.
I was about to say, she's the Princess of Power. Now,
Yeah.
I know that she's not a space princess, but she's a princess and she's from space. Yes, I gotta make the references.
Yes. But as you can see kind of how wide the some of the main aisles were. And of course, I had to get a picture.
Of course. It just looks like you moved them separate and you stuck to it in
I know!
the shop.
I know!
same pose?
Yep. I asked him for a picture, and then Odogoo wanted one, so she squeezed in.
And then furries.
It happens.
Of course, furries.
I am still attempting to find the Hush photo.
Did we show off Bella in her little cosplay?
I did.
Which cosplay did you show?
I've been switching and stuff. Okay. So we have the Ghostbusters. We have a few different Ghostbusters.
There were lots of Ghostbusters.
Yeah, the first day there were only 2 of them. The second day they multiplied to like a dozen.
Cause busting makes you feel good. Oh.
Okay then. Apparently busting makes him feel good.
That one.
Well, I think I have a picture of like all of them together though. I can't find it, but that's fine. Cause they did bust me. They did bust me. I was busted.
Yep. And that was only a small portion of the group that was really there.
Yeah, there is another picture. I am...
Like, you see these bigger conventions, you know, like Fan Expo and Comic-Con, New York Comic-Con, San Diego Comic-Con, and the 51st Legion for Star Wars shows up with them, and you have like a solid 20 minutes of them coming down an escalator, all in one large parade.
Really?
I feel like the Ghostbusters at this convention are on the beginning stages of forming that.
Yeah, like, let me show you a picture that Ace did. Exactly.
Kendall says she wants love.
But it's impossible. Like, see,
Those
there
are
are more
those
here.
same
Yeah.
ones that busted you.
Yeah, well,
I
more of
didn't
them.
get why the one was wearing a black suit and everybody else is wearing tan.
I don't know either. So, the comic story.
The comic story, huh?
So, we found a place with dollar comics.
Oh yes, and I got up and walked away because they just sat there going through every comic. And I'm thinking to myself, if I just wanted to go through comics, I would go to the mall and go through comics.
Except they were $1. They were $1. So I just kept pulling stuff aside, and I had Ace and the fam pulling aside like Doctor Strange and Loki. And in the end, I'm like, do y'all have a box? Because I don't think the owner like knew at first how much we would actually procure.
So he gave us this old busted box.
So yeah, we have this.
But it's still a long box.
Oh yeah.
It's a long
Because
box.
he was like, I don't have a box. And then he saw how many there were.
Yeah.
And he was like,
I'll get you a
let
box.
me just give you.
So, let me... These are from... Yeah. Comics.
Simpsons comics. That sounds like somebody can't say Simpsons.
I mean, that's the point. Like, at first it started like this.
And then it got bigger. And bigger, and I walked away.
Yeah, they also had like $4 comics.
Yeah, it's that partway in. The dollar comics were on the bottom, $4 comics were the next row up, and then back behind the table were comics of various prices.
Y'all should have just asked how much were each box of the dollar comics and took them.
But I don't
But they were all mixed up.
Yeah.
But then you would have had lots of comics to read. And sort and enjoy.
But we got to enjoy sorting them there.
Yeah, because here's me.
Oh, look, there's the camera.
Oh, yes! Okay. So here's the gamble boxes.
Yeah,
Yeah, you see in the background.
But that looks like random fucking decorations. Like every other comic con I've been to. Like it
This
is.
is someone took standard cardboard boxes and spray painted them with symbols.
Yeah. Are those mystery boxes?
Yes.
Yeah, they were bad. But here's me with the odor. My box of comics.
Yeah, I was asking you, are you on Instagram? Are you on any of the social media? Let us have a card, let us scan it, whatever it takes. Oh, by the way, since you've been so helpful, how about a picture of you and her? And he said, her holding the box. I was like, absolutely.
Are you just going to show off every single comic they got?
Yeah,
That's going to
Knowing her, yes.
Do you want to?
She's obliged.
Okay.
This
This thing was $1. I think it was $1 or $4. And like,
Why don't you just give a generalized description of all the different comics that you got?
well,
She got X-Men, Avengers, Doctor Strange. You get
but it's different ones. It's different ones, see?
She got them from all different eras. She got this weird one with Doctor Strange on the cover, and it doesn't look like Doctor Strange, but it is.
And they had variants and.
We don't like variants. That's why the TVA exists.
And a lot of them have like stamps and stuff.
Like you can't see it, but she's got like piles that she's pulling out off screen here.
Chill, Odogoo. We get it.
I know.
Your comic runner is showing. Cover it up now.
Oh, I'd love to just do the X-Men one.
That's blatant.
Well, I am showing the McAvoy because she didn't get to see any of it, okay?
Okay.
I'm just going to go through them quickly, though.
Nice.
Like, they had some older X-Men ones, too. This, I don't even freaking know. Why is Coulson there? It's acting like it's a show when it was never a thing.
Didn't you know that in that particular comic, Coulson was pretending he was Charles Xavier?
And that whole Warlock thing.
You know,
She needed one more to make the amount even, so she picked up the big pack of Warlock.
Yeah. Darkness Wolverine, Age of Apocalypse, this thing.
How much did you spend on comics?
Like,
We won't discuss that.
yeah, we don't
Yeah,
discuss that.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
these
remember
Thors
that.
I got from that one place.
Because honestly, at this point, I don't know how much she spent.
I saved money by buying this many. Bunch of Venom ones.
Oh, Empire's End.
Yeah, spoilers for Marvel Rivals Season 3.
What? They're putting in Null?
Yeah.
Oh. Neat.
Tales of Asgard.
Null was a bitch.
Thor. Why don't you tell us about Null while I think these are more from the
Null was the god of the symbiotes, and he was killed by Venom.
You can't tell us more?
No, not really. I know he was trying to kill all of the former symbiote hosts, but I did not really read through their comic too much, because he was a bitch. And then he was killed by Eddie Brock, and then Eddie Brock became the god of the symbiotes. And he existed with every single symbiote all at once so that he could be with his family and be with the Avengers and be on another planet all at the same time. And then he got lost in time.
So this is the one where Hulk comes back and tries to pop Xavier's head like a pimple.
You should have just eaten the head.
You should have.
Hey, wait. Show me what you got. No?
Apparently not.
No? Nobody got the reference? Okay.
Apparently not. And I'm trying to find some of the other stuff that I actually want to show off, so I have to go through these.
Yeah!
So we got Iron Man.
Irony Man.
We got this weird X-Men guide thing, which is actually going over here. Oh, this is the ones that I needed to show you in a different thing.
Yay! Not showing them.
Okay, this was a video game, and this was $4. And then this we got from a different stall for $2 each. Random thing, Star Trek. Like a bunch of Star Trek.
Cool.
Star Trek, but it's the thing in Submariner? What?
Sure.
You have a thing in Submariner in there.
I know I do.
And you're like a whole bunch of Star Trek, and then there's just a thing in Submariner.
Yes. Iron Man, Gambit, more Star Trek, some Batman. Iron Man. We are almost through the box. I have to start putting the stuff back in the box.
You took it out, you should put it back.
Damn.
What? Why are you being all like, damn?
Go.
You put it back. You took it out.
I have been doing that to her a lot lately.
It works.
It does.
So they also had like specific boxes, like empty comics, like we got this one.
And she's like, you want this? And I'm like, yes.
We also got Batman and Robin, a magic book.
Isn't it magic?
Isn't it magical? Isn't it precious?
No.
Okay, and then they had like more expensive ones, and they were really well labeled. So the oldest one I got was from 1968. It is eaten to shit.
Is it that so? Is
But
that
it's
silver
$10.
era or
I believe that's Silver Era.
it's 12 cents for the comic.
First appearance of Victor Strange, which is Doctor Strange's brother. He becomes a vampire and shit. This one is a graphic novel. And see, there are like different labels.
This one was a quarter.
So Gene Colan, we did see him before he passed, and I do have a graded comic that was signed by him. And I believe he was in the first Amazing Las Vegas Comic Con we went to.
Mm-hmm.
This says bondage cover.
Yeah, baby. My hands are now full.
This one, Origin of Clea, which, spoilers, is his wife, and hopefully we will see her.
Wait. So we got a comic that's the origin of her. Does that mean we get to see Dormammu screwing her mom?
Dormammu.
Dormammu. Dormammu and Dormammu.
is the frickin' uncle.
Oh, okay. But so Dormammu doesn't screw do Mama?
No, do mama, no.
Listen, is that like your mama?
Yes.
Yeah, your mama got fire crabs apparently.
Oh, shit.
Okay, so that thing in the back that had all of the comics, they had a few specific ones that I wanted.
Yeah, our camera's going nuts from you showing all these off, by the way.
Oh.
It is
Yep,
dizzying.
it's zooming in and out.
Oh.
It is seizure inducing.
Yes.
So, Doctor Strange. I'm doing it slower.
Anesthesia!
I'm doing it slower. Should I do it further back?
You should.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, it's this one.
Well, now we're getting glare
And then
blur.
Magneto. So I will show the last comics then, just so it'll stop doing that. And then I will show pictures. So one of the last ones I found at that one that I was like, oh my god, I need signed, is this Jeff the Shark Marvel Rivals one. So I had him sign 2 comics. Technically 3. And we're going to take a break from me showing comics.
So that you can stop giving everybody seizures.
Yes.
Like me at that one frickin' poster booth.
So, because I have a few other ones, but, so, one of the ones that I had, that I got signed, was Marvel Rivals 1, and I had them both sign it. And we took a group photo. If I can find it, if I could turn back time. With the group photo. With the comic.
Cute.
Is that your Jeff that he's holding?
Yes. That is the Jeff.
He liked that Jeff, even though it was bootlegged.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, the first day when they saw it, they were like, "Where did you get that? Isn't an official one? It has to be a bootleg. The official one's not out yet." No, I got a message that there was going to be an official one. I mean, on and on, to the point that she took it out of the cage.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
looked
Wow.
it up and we're like, nope, it's not official.
So here is,
It looks so good.
I know, right? There's Ace.
Cute.
And then Ace also found, I think that, yeah, Ace saw this cut.
Cool. Where'd he get his wig?
Amazon?
Amazon.
Okay.
He was all like, I don't want to have to wear a hairnet.
This is true.
Okay, there we go. I found some of the other pictures because I changed the formatting.
Or did you? I think you already showed all those.
One of these days, I need to go to a con.
I know, you need to
You
come
put
here.
it in as a picture, but it's a video.
Oh.
Yeah, that's
It
not
is?
gonna work. Yeah, it's a .mov.
I think.
And J-O-S-H. So,
the theme is Steve's out of debt party.
So this is Frank's show.
Or did I just
And
No, that's it.
in time, so, but I looked and saw what he had. And here's a picture of us together. And here's the comic, because Cat Lady.
Cat lady.
Now, due to the time of night, I am going to ask you, because we do have more stuff to go over, did you want to do a part 2 next week? Because there's still a lot to go over, so.
What else is there to go over?
The one booth that we visited twice, this one seller, and I believe one other comic guy, so about 30 more minutes. Are you up for that?
I guess.
Okay. So the next thing that we're going to go over is Todd Bates. And I know you can't really see it, but okay, so Grogu's ear to this side, like right here, is one of the things we had signed, as well as
You get Grogu's ear signed?
no, as well as this. Now I love me some X-Men.
No, I think she's talking about the poster in the background that you can't really
Oh, I
see.
like that. That's nice.
Well, they're gonna see a picture of it in a minute.
Oh, okay, so I don't have to get it down right.
No, I actually did planning for this.
I went and checked on Hermione.
How's she doing?
She's doing alright. She gives 0 shits about the fireworks.
Aw.
She's just laying in my work chair.
So that's the other one. And he's well known for his, like, black and white with the red blood splatter.
Cool. I really like that.
Oh yeah, it's...
I'd love to see more of his art.
Well, you can kind of see more right here.
Like, what's his name?
His name is...
I know we got a picture of that here somewhere.
I will bring that one back for you.
Yeah, like, you don't need to do it now.
No, I can.
Belle is trying to get all my attention. I think the
Aw.
fireworks are making her nervous.
Poor babies.
It's okay, sweetie. Daddy got you. She's like, okay. Yeah, Daddy not gonna let anything happen to you, baby. Okay? She's like, good. He's my daddy. She has claimed my arm. Yeah, there it is.
The, Todd Bates. There's
I
Bea.
told you I took a picture of it.
Shove in this one.
Yep, and there is another picture.
Obviously, while I'm going through stuff.
They're both going through
Well,
stuff.
I'm going through my phone.
They're both going through their phones. And then we took a video.
See, the videos are driving me nuts.
Oh, the videos are what's screwing with you?
Right now, yeah.
Okay. So the videos y'all can check out on our Instagram and stuff like that. There was a place that we visited twice. They were helping promote, minus their own stuff, a fellow creator of theirs with the Reburn series. I have not read it yet, but it's by Allison Shelton and Elise
Oh, I
McCall.
remember that particular comic. I debated stopping you.
Oh yeah, we got the whole set. Yeah, we got the whole set.
Because they look beautiful artwork on this.
Yeah, I need to bag them.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm seeing if I got the
QR code.
Okay, the QR code for that's Seth, and I'll get into him. But that is the QR code for Reburn. They are doing a Kickstarter right now. And then I also got, this is from the people that were actually there, one of which was, two of them were cosplayers. One was a very good Storm cosplayer. I love me some Storm. And she is working on a vampire Loki story, and I need that in my life. By the way, Selden,
But I can't get you to read the one that I recommended to you.
do you have that one? Because I was supposed to send that to her.
I already sent it to her.
Oh, you sent it to her. Okay. I didn't know if I was sending it or you were sending it.
Somebody's sending it.
Someone is sending it.
Done deal.
Oh.
Yay! So, you're going to show that off?
Yes.
Okay, show it off.
So, it's Comics Lit. And Seth Singleton, which the QR code for is right here. And here is
another QR
our
code.
QR code.
Yeah, that focusing on focusing thing.
Yeah, there are QR codes everywhere there.
For Tonya Todd.
Yeah, Annie, that focusing and unfocusing stuff is killing me.
Oh, okay. That's the last thing we'll show to prevent that from happening further. But yeah, there are tons of different things in the book. I have not had a chance to read it yet. But they did sign it, and the pictures look awesome. I won't show you the pictures because I don't want to set off my camera. But Tonya Todd, super sweet lady. I have a number of pictures of her. So, Syl came and told me there was another President Loki.
Yep.
And this is the picture that
Never expecting we would open a rabbit hole.
Yeah, never expecting that we would open a rabbit hole.
I found him in Artist Alley. I asked him, could I take his picture? He said, so long as I've got your vote. I said, you already have it. And that started it.
Yeah, and,
Clones.
I know.
Keeping
clones.
track of them is a full-time job.
It definitely is. It definitely is. And here is us talking together.
Me, I'm pretty much done at that point.
Yeah, he's like he's ready to go home. Then here's us together. I am going to be the VP, by the way. We sorted that out day one.
Yes.
And
Loki,
then
Loki.
y'all got to see the... So this is all three of us, and day two he was Doctor Strange with his third freaking eye. Like, I love it. And her Storm Goddess cosplay. And then Seth is in the back, like, here I am!
That was day 2.
Day 2, yes. And then their book, Comics Lit. But yeah, it's a collection of essays. I just can't get over it. But this is them together.
Have you tried to get over it?
I don't know. I don't know if I've tried to get over it. And I'm trying to find...
want to get over it?
I don't know if I want to get over it. I do not know. But that is the other QR code here.
And things are getting really loud out there.
Yep, that is why I am getting to the final bits as quickly as I can.
Maybe we should just do a part 2 next time.
No, we're almost done. I'm just making sure I didn't... Could you stop making the soundies?
No. It's keeping me sane.
Okay. So yeah, this is Reburn and the Lit Comics. And in Artist Alley there was one other shop. And this is us with the owners. And I got 2 things. One I do not have over here at the time.
They were very sweet.
They are sweet.
Yeah, you have to turn that off so people can see.
And this is one of them. I got a different Loki thing as well with a button.
And there it goes again.
Oh, cool.
But yeah, that's pretty much a crash course in everything that we saw.
Y'all can check out all the pictures over on Instagram.
Yeah, Instagram, our Facebook page. I'm gonna be doing videos and releasing them this month. But that was basically a crash. I have more stuff, but you gotta check out our socials. Any final thoughts, Nova?
We are everywhere.
Apparently that's his final thought. Final thoughts, Sil?
Good night.
You have any final questions, McAvoy?
Get down, you little kumquat.
Apparently,
Yeah, sit down. You are being naughty. Yes, you. Hi.
Okay, McAvoy, now that I unmuted, any final questions, thoughts, world domination plans?
Get an orange kitty, they said. It'll be fun, they said.
It won't cause chaos.
Why not get 2?
McAvoy.
5. We gotta get 5.
McAvoy.
She's gonna help.
McAvoy. Any final questions?
I don't have any final questions.
All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed, our review. We are going to most likely be doing good. We have a lot of Benedict Cumberbatch stuff coming up this month.
Oh, yeah.
Like all the Benedict Cumberbatch stuff. But for now, guys, I am going to brave the outside and make hot dogs.
Sounds like fun.
Remember to like, subscribe, check us out at TeamAONN.
Check out our Patreon with our new Benedict Cumberbatch story, No Shit Sherlock.
Yes. And as always, enjoy your fandom.